welcome to the Family Tree, the facility where we're planning to locate Baltimore's Visitation Center. This building is located at 2108 North Charles Street in the Charles North neighborhood. You will notice that the 2100 block of North Charles is the home of residences, local businesses, including law offices, barbershops, salons, boutiques, professional offices, and a gift shop. Also, note the bus stop on this block. The number 3, number 11, and number 61 bus lines service north-south routes on Charles Street. East-west connections are 2 blocks south on North Avenue. Additionally, there is plentiful street parking. The metered parking directly in front of the building is inexpensive, over an hour for 1 quarter. Free parking is available in the nearest cross streets. Let's turn our attention to the entrances to the building. I would first like to point out that the current Family Tree facility was originally 3 separate buildings. This is an advantage because the original structure of the 3 buildings is somewhat maintained and helps provide for separation between various waiting and visitation areas within the building. Moving on, here is the main entrance to the building. It is the primary handicapped accessible option for entering and exiting the building. This entrance leads to a reception and lobby area that we will see a little later in the tour. Clients must be buzzed in to enter. The next 2 entrances we will see may each be used in one of 2 possible ways. The entrance used by custodial or non-custodial parents will be determined by where the visit is planned to take place. Group visits or visits with young children will take place on the south side of the building, in the playroom. Private visits or visits with older children may take place on the north side of the building. First, we'll visit the entrance on the south side of the building. This entrance is slightly below street level, accessible by a short flight of stairs. It leads to one of the multiple waiting areas that may be used by parents and children. The waiting area that we are now entering would be used by non-custodial parents who are arriving to visit children in a group setting in the playroom space. The non-custodial parent would arrive first and wait in this area before transitioning to the playroom. Alternately, it could be possible that the custodial parent and children would arrive through this entrance and wait in this waiting space. This arrangement would be used if the visit was planned to take place in the private visitation rooms on the north side of the building that we'll see shortly. From this waiting space, the playroom is accessible through this hallway that we are now moving through. The hallway leads directly into the playroom. Notice that this room is equipped with a small kitchen that families may utilize to prepare simple snacks. Additionally, this room will ultimately be equipped with its own bathroom facilities after a new renovation project that is planned for the near future. From here, we're going to backtrack and show you how an alternate entrance on the north side of the front of the building might be used. Here we are at the 3rd entrance that may be used by the center's clients. This entrance is above street level and accessible by a short flight of stairs. The entrance leads directly into a conference room. This conference room would be used in 2 ways. First, a non-custodial parent arriving for a visit could wait here if the visit was planned to take place in a private visitation room. The private visit would take place in the area on the same side of the building, which is accessible by elevator. In this scenario, the children and custodial parent would probably have arrived by the 2nd entrance we toured and utilized the waiting area inside that door. A center staff person would meet the children in the waiting area and escort them to the other side of the building for the visit. Alternately, if a visit was planned to take place in the playroom on the other side of the building, this conference room could be used as the entrance and waiting area for the custodial parent and children. Also, please note the bathroom that is directly accessible from this room. From here, we'll show you how a visiting parent would move from the waiting space to a private visitation room. A center staff member would escort the parent down this hallway to the elevator. I'd also like to show you that steps are accessible from this hallway as well. As a side note, there is a conference room at the end of this hallway that could be used for staff meetings. Additionally, as we head back towards the elevator, note that there is a kitchen facility on this side of the building that may be utilized. We are taking the elevator down one floor. This trip could also be made on the nearby stairs that we saw previously. Exiting the elevator, there are 3 possible rooms that could be utilized for visits. The first 2 are these smaller consultation rooms. And the last room is this conference room. From here, we'll backtrack once more and show you the final entrance that center clients might use. Now at the back of the Family Tree building, standing in the parking lot, notice that the area is well lit and has CCTV camera coverage. Parents who are driving may use this parking area. Preference will most often go to the custodial parent arriving with the children or the victim. During the center's hours of operation, this area will be monitored by a Baltimore police officer. Clients will enter through the gate that we are now approaching. Once clients have reached the gate, they will need to ring the bell and be buzzed in by reception staff. Once clients enter into the lobby, they'll be escorted to the appropriate waiting area. A few words about this lobby space. The general rule of thumb is that clients will be escorted by center staff as they move throughout the building. This space serves as a sort of neutral zone. Parents will move through this space at specific times, but it will also serve to separate parents who are using waiting or visitation areas on opposite sides of the building.
Good morning, the Family Tree.
Also, please note the bathroom that's in this area of the building. Finally, I'm going to show you the office space that will be utilized by the center staff. First, this is the locked file room where all client files will be maintained. This space will not be accessible to clients. Additionally, center staff will have use of this space you see now during the center's operating hours as well as throughout the workday. During the day, the space may be used to schedule appointments and handle other center business. The center will also be able to conduct client orientations during the workday using conference or consultation rooms as available. This concludes our tour of the Family Tree, which we hope will be the future home of Baltimore City's Visitation Center.